Well, hi everybody. I'm here today to show you some box sets that I got of the Beatles, and these are the Beatles on Compact Disc. I have 9 of them here. I don't have everyone in the set. Give you a little background how I got these. My record store had these sitting around for quite a long time, and nobody was really buying them. I had my eye on them, but the condition of these was not really that good, so I didn't really want to get them. But turns out that I got them for a very cheap price after they were sitting around for a long time, and then it was worth it to pick up all 9. The first box set that came out in the series I do not have. It was a box set that contained the first 4 UK Beatles albums, Please Please Me, With the Beatles, A Hard Day's Night, and Beatles for Sale. I don't have that one in this collection. The second box that came out had 3. The next 3 in the series, it had the Beatles Help, and it had Rubber Soul and Revolver. I didn't get that box either, don't have it. So I'm going to continue with what I do have. I'm also missing Yellow Submarine, I'll mention. Yellow Submarine was not in this collection, but I think all the others were here. So these are not going to be in serious sequencing. They're going to be kind of out of order, more or less. So let's just go with whatever I have in what order they're on the stack. To start with, we have this one. This is Magical Mystery Tour, obviously. You can see the HMV, his master's voice logo. These are all HMV releases. This is when the Beatles on Compact Disc first came out in 1987. All of these boxes I'm going to show you came out in 1987, I believe, except for 2 of them. So let's go. We have the box, and as I say, I don't know if it shows up on the camera, but these are not in great shape, which is why I was able to get them for a good price. Now, Magical Mystery Tour, we start with the book. So the booklet is really nice. On all of these, they have good booklets. I should say I also don't know if these are complete, and they're numbered. This one is 005842. So let's continue inside the box. It has a poster. Don't know if they're complete. Don't know if I'm missing any pieces in these. People who are familiar with these, please let me know. There's the poster. Your Mother Should Know, the dance sequence. Poster figures into this set here. Now, the actual CDs are kind of like housed in the middle there. And from what I could tell, some of these CDs are in pretty good condition, and some of them are not. So for the ones that are not that great, I may replace them with better copies of the CDs. I originally had these 1980 CDs when they first came out, but subsequently I had given them to my nephew to start off his Beatles collection when he was interested. So I'm glad to get them back, because I don't have right now a set of the compact disc that first came out in '87. This reminds me a lot of the Let It Be UK box. You have a tray, and when you lift the tray up, a lot of these, if not all of them, are going to have Beatles badges, pins. So you got a Beatles pin there, Magical Mystery Tour HMV. And you can see how involved each set's going to be. Don't know how long the video is going to be. Let's try to make it as short as possible. All right, so that's Magical Mystery Tour. Next up, we have Sgt. Pepper. Very attractive. You could hear the badge flying around in there. I say attractive because it's got nice coloring, and especially an alternate cover shot that I really enjoy. So as we did with the last one, we'll take the lid off here. You got a book. Yeah, these didn't really hold much interest for me originally. Not for the price that the guy was asking, but because I got them for such a steal used. I decided to pick them up, as I said. Really nice shots here of them working on the album cover, the classic cover there. All right, that's some. I'm gonna be forgetting the numbers, I think, from time to time. 005 420. I don't know how many were in the series originally. I don't know. So now we have, yep, the usual Sgt. Pepper paraphernalia. We have the CD. And I'm glad that the CD here, it's in the outer sleeve too, which is nice. This is in pretty good shape. And let us check out the pin. Interesting. This one says, focus on that. It was 20 years ago today, which is 1987. I remember when they made a big hoopla because it was 20 years ago today, so to speak, in 1987 when these were released. Jeez, you know, that's a long time ago now, 1987, but back in the day, it was really astounding to think 20 years, you know. Okay, so that's the Sgt. Pepper set. I won't be doing any editing. Sometimes for time I'll edit them tighter, these videos. Okay, here we go. Out of sequence, like I say. We have Let It Be. See, as I say, there were imperfections there. I wanted to prove that to you. You know, there's some imperfections. You know, that's why they're so cheap. They're actually showing up pretty good here on camera, you know. And we got, this is a pretty low one, right? 00 2011. And of course, this year, 2020, this is the 50th anniversary of the Let It Be album. Yeah, I'm surprised looking at how good quality this is overall, these sets, that I wasn't that interested originally in picking them up, because now it's really highly enjoyable looking through these. All right, there's the disc sitting snugly in there. This is one of the discs that I think could be a little improved if I get an upgraded used copy. And here's the Let It Be pin. Not much to this one, right? But it is official, right? That's the main thing. Some of the pins are more attractive than others, have more information on them. Just to have them complete is what you're looking for, I guess. And as I say, please fill me in, folks, if I'm missing anything in any of these. All right, next we got the White Album. Okay, so let's do the White Album. All right, there it is. The Beatles White Album. All right. Oh. 004151. The White Album, as always, just like with the vinyl, it's pretty hard to keep it clean. There's kind of spots on this one. I wonder what I got here. I'm not sure right off the bat. This is bizarre because it seems like I've got 2 books in it. Maybe it has 2 books. I don't know. What is it? I don't know if they're identical. It's a good shot of John and Paul when they were in New York. The 4 classic shots there. All right. And the second one, just wondering. The second one is identical. Now, I haven't really looked at the text, so I'm not sure what it is, if it's because it's 2 different albums or not. I don't know what gives there, but there you have it. And here's the pin. Again, not much to this one either, you know. And we got the discs. I hope there are 2 sitting there. Yeah, they're the separate discs. And two CD1 and CD2. Okay. So I'm just going to place these back. All right. As I was saying, in case you missed it at the beginning, I know I'm missing Yellow Submarine. That set's not here. In addition to the first albums from Please Please Me all the way through to Revolver, unfortunately. Don't have those. Now, this is Abbey Road. What's interesting is, of course, as you can see, they used the backwards pick. And this must have been pretty exciting back in 1987 to get this. Because, you know, since then we've seen this, all the different shots released on the anniversary set, the 50th anniversary set of Abbey Road. Oh, this is the highest one yet. 006850. Okay, let's check this out. I'm looking back on the White Album. I think it was probably supposed to have a poster in there or two. I think I read about that, but there isn't one. Okay. Yeah, these not much on this book, but I don't think I've seen that picture before. Because I just noticed this one has a poster, and it just looks like it consists of the Abbey Road sign. Pretty useless, although unless you just want to put it up for decoration in your room, just to show what street we're on, you know, so to speak. The disc seems like it's in pretty good shape. And what do we have here? This is a little interesting. There's a pin. Different Abbey Road. All right. Okay, so put the disc back. Now, the next one I'm going to show, I'll show them out of sequence, come to think of it even more, because I was talking about 1993. We'll get to the 1993s later. These next ones I'm going to show are also, I believe, from 1987 or 88. And this is Past Masters Volume 1. Unfortunately, you can see there's real damage on this one here. You know, this is one of the worst ones as far as the condition. 003602, right? Yes, indeed. Interesting to see what's going to be in the book. So we get early shots. Beatles with Cassius Clay. A shot of them doing the Shakespeare skit from Around the Beatles, I believe it is. Hard Day's Night, getting into films. Oh, it's interesting. They actually have a picture of Jimmy Nicol there going home after his gig with the Beatles, replacing Ringo in Australia. The disc here is housed in the, you know by now what the trays look like. This disc is really in kind of poor shape. I'm gonna have to get this one over again. But I'm wondering what the pin is. Whew. All right. Huh. They surprised me. I thought this was gonna be a black pin, and it's actually a gray. So, Past Masters Volume 1. All right. So, okay. Trying to move along. Okay, of course you know what's coming next, right? If you have Past Masters Volume 1, you have to have Past Masters Volume 2. Again, damage. Double 01769. How's that for a low number, right? Okay. There's the book. And because this is Past Masters 2, we'll probably get some later photos in here. I'm kind of going ahead. Actually, a lot of earlier pictures. I don't, you know, it's funny. Look at this, actually showing you the Beatle burnings of all things, when they were burning Beatle records and Beatle paraphernalia. Kind of interesting. This is the button that's in there. This time we get the black button. That was a surprise. I thought we were going to get a white one, right? For volume 2. And also, we have the disc. It's housed in there. Okay, the last 2 boxes that I will show you now are the ones that were issued in 1993. I did very little research before I did this. I had read somewhere online that these were all released in 1987, except for the last 2, which are the red and the blue compilation albums. These were released in 1993. Now, this is really kind of a new find for me, because I never bought, still after all this time, I never bought the CD releases of the red and the blue. At the time, I remember the prices were so high. Can't really see this one. Oh, 12,000. Ooh, we're getting high this time. 12,135. I don't know if I might have forgot the last box to show the number. I don't know. Let's keep going. But anyway, yeah, I never had the CDs of these because, quite frankly, at the time, they were really expensive. That's maybe still are. This book is some years later, and I consider this a better book than what we've had up to this point. Really some good shots in here. So, yeah, good stuff. Shaving, John passing his driving test, and etc., etc. Okay, what's the poster here? There's a poster included. Gee, this is a picture I've never seen before. It's a common one. Common United States shot. It's a nice poster, right? Now, what I was saying is I never had these before because they were too expensive on CD. I thought it was a real rip-off, the first real rip-off at the time. But this is still sealed. This one has never been opened. It's got the shrink on it, and it's got the classic music by the Beatles talking about, you know, look for also the Beatles 67 to 70, the advertisement. So this is pretty good to have this like this as a collectible. Don't have to rebuy this one, right? In no shape. Now, there should be a pin in here too, right? Because there's been pins in all of them so far. Yeah, well, basic but nice. All right, and now the last one. We should be able to keep this at maybe 20 minutes, give or take, this video, without edits. Okay, last we have, not as good condition, Beatles 67 to 70. We got some stains on there, but let's go through this one pretty quickly. 0, 10, 7, 13. Booklet. Back of it, just plain. And of course we get the later pictures. All right. Alrighty. Now this disc has been well played. I can see this one is really, this thing is scratched up. It looks like it was taken from the garbage. I mean, this has to be replaced definitely with a cleaner disc. It may not come through, but it's very scratched up and it's very played. All right, and finally, the last of the pins is ta-da, blue. So thank you everybody for watching this, and I thought this was pretty interesting too. I'm glad to be able to add these to my collection because I got them for a very cheap and affordable price, and I thought it was a good deal. Thanks everybody. See you soon.